If the Earth was the size of the globe behind me, then all of the water on Earth would be represented by this globe. All of the fresh water on Earth would be represented by this, and all of the water accessible to us would be represented by this. Fresh water is also one of the planetary boundaries, and these are scientifically defined guardrails that helps keep life on Earth within a safe operating space.
The freshwater boundary can be divided into two parts. One is called blue water, so that is the water in lakes, rivers and groundwater. And the other type is known as green water, which is the soil moisture available for plants. Freshwater varies from place to place and by season, but over the last few decades, we're starting to see more extreme variations outside the normal pre-industrial range.
To find out more, I spoke to a freshwater boundary expert.
I'm Yassmin Hesham, atmospheric scientist in Earth System Analysis Department at Potsdam Institute for Climate Impact Research.
So there is a freshwater problem, but what's causing the variations in freshwater?
Well, freshwater variation are driven and accelerated by climate change and human activities. When temperature rising, it alters the precipitation pattern, leading to intense flood in some regions and severe drought in other regions. Also, global warming is accelerating the glacier and snowpack melting, which are a major water storage for many parts in the world. In the meantime, changes in the water infrastructure, the overuse and extract to the water, land use changes through deforestation and urbanization expansion are a key example also to the human activities that can lead to change in the water availability, quality and distributions.
So we've already transgressed this planetary boundary.
Yes.
But what are the impacts of going outside the safe operating space? The risks to the Earth systems and to us?
We are in increasing risk at the moment, and I would say also this is affected the health of whole planet. You know, the water is connecting the Earth system component in a tight and delicate cycle, and any disturbance in this cycle would also affect the other processes in the planet.
And I assume this is a big problem for people's water security.
Certainly, water insecurity means food insecurity, health and socioeconomic issues. The whole ecosystem will be impacted on this. And, also the planet will be affected due to a variation in fresh water.
To show the impact of temperature on water variation, we can run a simple experiment. Here we have two identical containers with the same soil type. The soil starts with exactly the same soil moisture content. One container is placed in higher temperatures than the other. After just 20 minutes, the container in higher temperatures has already lost 5% of its soil moisture, while the container in the cooler temperatures has not. In other words, climate change impacts the water cycle. Now back to the interview.
And we're now starting to see trends in both global and regional drought.
And when we speak on global drought, we focus on larger scale processes as shifting in atmospheric circulation, global warming, the El Nino southern oscillations, and such a large scale processes. Well, we have increasing drought in the frequency and intensity of the global drought. This is mostly on agriculture and hydrological drought. We find like a double of global land affected by drought compared to pre-industrial period. And this is in line with the 1.5 degree warming scenario. But when we focus on the regional scale, we paying more attention to the regional climate pattern, the human activities that might differ among countries. So for example, in Mediterranean, we find that North Africa or Southern Mediterranean are more sensitive to the increasing temperature, and drought occurrences are majorly driven by this. But in North Mediterranean, we find a combination between dry and heat conditions that drive the drought occurrences. And that's going to increase in the future according to future scenario if we didn't react in proper time with this.
And maybe the most important question, for the freshwater boundary, how can we bring ourselves back inside the safe operating space?
There are several actions that we can do that help us to back again to safe zone. I would say reducing emission and using clean energy are key action that we need to take. You know, we explain how climate change can impact water variation, and it also linked to climate resilience and keeping all planetary boundaries in safe zone. The agriculture sector is using 70 to 90% of our freshwater resources, and relying on smart technologies, efficient and irrigation system can help us reduce our global water consumption by up to 40%. Also, cultivating drought-resistant crops can save water. Recycling water to be used for industrial and commercial purpose can also reduce pressure on the water. And in land use change action, I would say also reforestation and the restoring wetland also are a key action in the land use part that can help us. So there are many actions that we can list, but I don't want to forget to put on top the increasing awareness. Saving the planet is a shared responsibility to all of us that we need to take care of it.
As you've just seen, the freshwater boundary has already been pushed outside its safe operating space, with impacts on the water cycle, on farmers, on our health, and on nature. But at a local and international level, this is a boundary that anyone can help to solve. Our actions can help stabilise the Earth's systems and also provide a better future for all life on Earth.
Let us know in the comments which planetary boundary you'd like us to cover next. And don't forget to subscribe to the Planetary Boundaries Science channel.